Hello everybody, Shelly here, and I have a box of e.l.f. products, so I thought I would maybe get some organization going and do a video for you of some of the new things that I've been trying. I'm super excited because I actually love e.l.f. products. I have my favorites, but I thought it would be kind of fun to try some new releases and some new products that I've never tried before, which I thought I'd tried it all, but then they released new stuff. So we're gonna try some new products and a couple things that I skipped when it first came out, and I'll be right back as soon as I get organized. Everybody, I'm back. I think I have everything kind of organized. I did grab a new one of the e.l.f. e.l.f. Camo CC creams. This one is in shade medium 310C. I have a couple other ones, but I think they're a little light for the current skin tone I think I've picked up being outside a little bit. So this is a little darker. I'm gonna get this in my hair. I'm doing Wayne Goss's technique where I'm just dotting on a little bit and then buffing it in with the dry brush. You guys have heard me talking about this. If you're not new, if you're new, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Everybody else, really appreciate you guys coming back. I've decided this Camo CC cream, less is more. When I first got it, put on what I thought was the appropriate amount and I didn't like it. I have since come back with a much smaller amount, probably still more than I needed to use, but you know. Oh my word, my dog is... Now, I have two huskies. This is completely off topic. One of them likes to sit in her crate, doors wide open. She could literally be anywhere in the house, but she likes to sit in her crate when I'm filming, which is fine. I don't mind her being near me. However, her toenails on her crate tray make so much noise. And then she snores on top of it too. Now she's just breathing. So we're gonna ignore that. Sorry, you guys. I'm not a professional YouTuber. Not a professional makeup artist either. So I'm gonna take a little bit more. That I still have a bunch on the back of my hand. I really do feel like a little goes a long way. If you haven't fallen in love with this yet, try to use less product because I actually think it is a really good product. Very, very pleased with it. And I had some of the It Cosmetics CC cream, which purportedly is a dupe for it. And I'm just about out of one. It's like a bronzer and I really liked it. However, it's discontinued, so I won't be buying that. So I've mentioned this before, but this is the HD Lifting Concealer in shade Light. Every time I'm online and I am gonna place an order, sometimes they're usually like a couple bucks. I love it. I'm not gonna put it on today though, because I feel like I've got enough other products to play with. So we're gonna ignore that this is on the back of my hand and hopefully not get it on anything else. Okay, you guys, so this is the fun part. I actually picked up the Jen Atkins collab with e.l.f. and I wasn't going to. And I actually started off with one of the lip products. Couldn't even tell you which one because I ended up going back and buying the other two. And I also picked up the brow products. So let's start with the brow products. I only picked up one of the face palettes though. I think I got the darker one. We'll have to look. Okay, so this one is the e.l.f. XX Jen Atkin Eyes Up Here kit. Eyes Up Here. So it comes with a little spoolie brush and then like a sharp angled brush, which is not a bad thing. And then it's got a pencil and it says Zero Effort Liner. I thought it was an eyebrow kit, but maybe not. Oh yeah, eyebrow duo brush, hair and brow pomade, Zero Effort Liner in jet black. So I'm guessing this isn't, I thought this was like an eyebrow product, but it doesn't appear to be. So I guess she just does natural brows. We can do that. I'm gonna just brush it up a little bit. I don't know why I would need dry brush and then a gel. I would, for me personally, I would probably just brush it with the gel. Brush is kind of cool. It actually looks like a really itty bitty toothbrush. All right, but we're gonna put it in here. Now you should probably do your eyebrow gel after everything else. And I'm sure you guys know this by now because everybody else has done their videos on this. And in fact, probably did it in PR, which I don't get PR, so I don't get to do anything early. She's the founder CEO of Quay Hair Products. I actually like their products. I use their leave-in conditioner probably more than anything else. All right, so I'm gonna leave this. So apparently I got both eyeliners. I'm gonna leave this one to the side for now because I don't like to do my eyeliner before my regular face products. But I do have 3 of the lip products, and I think I might actually even put one of these on because they're dual-ended. They have a lip liner on one side and a lipstick on the other. So I bought all 3 shades, and these are the Extra Lip Duo Bring It On Brown, ready to go, and Self-Made Pink. I'm gonna try Self-Made Pink because I think that's probably a little bit more, although the brown I've heard is really pretty. I don't wear a lot of red lipstick. I don't know where I got, oh, I got it because it was cheaper to buy all three than it was to buy them, the two that I wanted individually. I don't know if these formulas are different than other e.l.f. formulas. That tip is very fine pointed. Very creamy formula. I have zero issues with this at all. I love that it's a 2-in-1. And okay, that's a little drier, but it's a matte. All right, that is a thick formula, and I don't know that I love it on first application. Let's see how comfortable it is after it wears down. Chances are I'm gonna go over the top of it with some gloss or something anyway. All right, you guys, here's one of the palettes. It does come in a bubble wrap, and then it comes in a safety pouch. I did notice this one wasn't taped, and oftentimes when you buy a palette, it comes with a little like safety tape on it. So this is the darker one. She had 2 of them that was released. I don't know that that is the most comprehensive range of colors to try, but I figured we would give it a whirl here. So I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. I've been kind of doing a different thing where I've been combining the two, but you do have a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. So I'm just gonna tip into this, and I'm gonna start a little higher than I normally would because I want to make sure I have cheekbones. As the weather gets nicer out, I've just been skipping blush completely and going right into bronzer. I've been wearing more bronzer as blush lately. I never did that. I was always like a full diehard blush gal, but I think if you find the right bronzer that you like for your skin tone, just skip the step, you know? Look healthy, don't look overly done if you don't need to. Okay, that bronzer is actually perfect. A contoury bronzer type thing. I'm gonna take the blush in the same brush and take it to the top edge of that. Keep it back a little bit. Oh yeah, it's pretty. I like that. It doesn't seem to have gotten too muddy or anything like that. I don't really understand the whole collab thing, like where that came from. Whoever came up with it, it's okay. I think at first when I saw this, I was like, okay, you know what? I always want to like the all-in-one face products, and then I always find myself not really appreciating the whole spectrum of what's in there because it just doesn't seem to always work out for me. Like you get colors and you're like, there's that 1 or 2 that you have to reach somewhere else to get it. It just doesn't ever really work for an all-in-one face look in a pan. I'm not speaking very clearly. I'm a little bit off my game today. I'm feeling weird or paranoid or something. Okay, I'm gonna start from the bottom and work up. I'm gonna start with the darker brown here. And I'm gonna start with a little flat brush. I'm gonna go right against my lash line and a little tiny triangle at the end here. You guys, I love e.l.f. products, as I mentioned earlier. As far as like the drugstore variety, they really are my favorite that you can actually get in a drugstore. Now, I know that a lot of people say that ColourPop is drugstore, and while I agree with some of the prices might be, I can't actually get ColourPop products in any of the drugstores. You might not either. I have to go to Ulta, which Ulta has a drugstore section, but it doesn't, I don't really go there for drugstore stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take the darker brown just up above this. Anyway, so I love e.l.f. products, and when I'm testing products, I tend to be testing more drugstore anyway, and then I save the higher end stuff, and then I don't ever use the higher end stuff, which is not what I should be doing. But I do love, love, love 2 high-end brands, and that is Pat McGrath Labs and Natasha Denona. And I know that there's a lot of mixed feelings about both of those, but point is, when I watch Natasha's videos, like she'll do her Instagram reels, she always starts with eyeliner first, or at least a kind of where the eyeliner is, and then works up from there. And I've never actually tried that. I'm not doing an exact interpretation of it because I'm just not. But I figured I would kind of try to start low and build up. Maybe I'll come up with less eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going into the darker brown. I'm just basically stair-stepping up here. This one I'm gonna use to kind of create more of a crease. I've got a presentation to do in a little while. I probably shouldn't be playing with makeup, but I was kind of in a funk. So I thought, you know what? I like talking to you guys. I like interacting with you guys, and I haven't filmed in a little while. I know it doesn't seem like that because I pre-filmed a bunch of stuff and I have gone through and edited it and got it posted. And of course, you guys should probably know this. I just went over all of my lid. I'm talking instead of thinking, but I just put it all over my movable lid as I started thinking about different things I have to do today. Anyway, I don't get anything in PR, so nothing comes early. So every time I do post a video, it's always well after the fact that the product has been launched. I don't get anything before launch. I am able to purchase it when you guys do, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. I don't do like a Patreon count or anything like that. I don't expect you guys to help me at all buy product to try on this channel. I just really like playing with makeup, and I thought it would be a good thing to do to kind of stay connected and interact a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna go into this lightest shade here, and I'm gonna use that up against that top. I'm actually buffing in the lighter color along the top, and I'm gonna take it down here along the bottom as well. I kind of really wanted to know if this one would make a good work kit, travel kit, keep in your car type kit, or gym bag if you're going back to the gym again. And it's not bad. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of this mid-tone here and kind of fill that in just a little bit more. Here's the reason why I wasn't super excited about this initially. Everybody has a neutral eyeshadow palette. Like, there's nothing about this that was like, oh, that'll be fun, that'll be different. I mean, I like the Samantha March Ofra palette because it's not your normal regular brown eyeshadow palette. And I do like the e.l.f. quality in general. I don't really care for their palettes that are like the super skinny pans, but when you get a square pan or a rectangular pan, I'm good with that. All right, you know what? The eyeshadow's blended well. It's just a normal everyday look. There's nothing about this that's like, oh, that's unexpected and different. I'm gonna take the highlighter that's in here and actually use that. I'm still using the same brush. I'm gonna put that on the right here. Oh, okay. That made a difference. This is how I would use that. Because the eyeshadows in here are all mattes. And some people don't think that if you're older and you've got crepey eyelids or texture that you should wear shimmers. I still do. And I'm probably not gonna stop. This is a perfectly fine palette if you need something that you can travel with. It's going to be able to, you know, kind of just be your go-to. I didn't put any highlighter on my cheeks, but I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of it. Tap it on right here. Oh yeah. You know what? I don't think I could have picked a better like neutral palette for my skin tone. I think the deep one for me as kind of a light medium, maybe heading a little bit more towards medium, it's fine. Now let's try these eyeliners. I don't know that I love this lipstick though. You know what, I'm gonna go in with the brown one. Let's try the brown one on top of this. I need to put eyeliner in and mascara on. I don't have an e.l.f. mascara. Oh, you know why? I had one of the e.l.f., sorry that makes a lot of noise. I had one of the e.l.f. mascaras, one of the recent ones. The bristles on the wand were too hard. Kept stabbing my eyes, and that lipstick that I put on earlier didn't really dry down, which isn't a bad thing. I wouldn't have wanted to dry and crack. It actually feels relatively comfortable once you've got it on. All right, you know, that brown lip liner with the pink is actually kind of pretty. All right, keeping the brown. So now I have the pink with the brown on it. I get it. I do like the brown. I just think it needs a little gloss. So good thing I bought other e.l.f. glosses. I'm not going to try the red lip, although based on these two, it'll probably be just fine. Okay, I do have the two eyeliners. I have one in black and one in brown to earth. I'm gonna do the brown to earth. I've got all this neutral stuff going on right now. Might as well stick with it. Day-to-day makeup, I tend to do more browns than anything else anyway. All right, this is actually a pretty creamy formula. This eyeliner is very soft. It kind of reminds me of the Wayne Goss eyeliner that was also very soft. Like, I've completely pushed the tip in and I didn't do anything more to it other than drawn on my eyelids. So I don't know how quickly I'm gonna be able to go through that. I'm gonna grab this brush because you know it's got the spoolie on one side and then the flat angle on the other. And I'm just gonna kind of smudge that just a little bit, soften that up. This is that moment where your OCD kicks in and you go, this was a white brush, until you drag it in the dark brown eyeliner. All All right, you guys, I'm absolutely seeing how I could get use out of this palette, this kit. Mascara's on, it always makes a difference. Lip glosses here. I did buy these 4 other ones, actually 5. This is a liquid matte lipstick and a prismatic lip gloss. And then I got the Retro Paradise. So you know what? I'm gonna grab this lip gloss in here because I feel like the lip is good. I'm just kind of a gloss girl. Okay, so let's put a little of this in here. Yeah, I think it smells good. I know a lot of people bought the Retro Paradise eyeshadow palette last year and I did not, but I'd heard such good things and it was so highly rated, the lip liners and lip gloss kit. Now I understand why. So I'm glad I picked this up. I got her setting spray. Let's try this. Very fine mist. Actually, really enjoy that. I don't really detect any scent. I don't have COVID, so it's not because of that. All right, you guys, you know what? For an everyday look, I would absolutely use this. I am so glad I picked this up. I wasn't going to because I was like, everybody's got a brown eyeshadow. Now, what would I have done to improve upon this? Put a mirror in there. I think a mirror would have been super helpful. I'm gonna have to put the stuff that I would use into like a little pouch, you know, something to kind of keep it all together because this doesn't fit in its own little container. I need a pouch to put all this in. So I'll find one of those. I would use that. I would use it to travel. I don't know if this helps you guys or not, but if you were curious, aside from people that actually get paid or get it in PR as to if I think it's a good value, yeah, I think the price point is great. I think the product's actually applied very well. I'll have to see how it sits on my face all day, but for right now, yeah, I'm completely fine with the way this looked. You guys tell me, did you guys pick this up? Did you guys like it? I probably should have put setting powder on. I hope this was entertaining, interesting for you in some way. Just kind of I've been sitting here staring at these products, so I really want to try it. And today I thought was a good day to do it because I had a little time before I had to do other things. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. I do tend to post Wednesdays and Fridays currently. I do have a whole bunch of videos from last year where I was posting 3 or 4 days a week. So if you find yourself done binge watching Bailey Sarian and you want to watch somebody that doesn't do videos like her at all, you can watch my stuff. You guys, I love you guys. I will talk to you soon in my next video, and I hope you are doing very well. So until my next video, bye for now.